heck yeah, look at that.
So here we are back in the Our Recipe Tree kitchen. We've got our haul of beautiful strawberries. We got at least 2 pounds there. So off we go to jam making. And stay tuned because this is like the easiest jam recipe in the world with only 3 ingredients.
First step is to wash your strawberries well, and then take the little greens off the top, take out any bad strawberries or bad bits. Anything that doesn't look super delicious like you'd want to pop it in your mouth shouldn't go in your jam. My son's tip is to double wash the strawberries. Once you cut the tips off, you should go back and wash them again because there can still be dirt under those green bits. So just give them another rinse in cold water. This is what 2 pounds of strawberries look like, and I am going to take an old school masher and just mash them down till they're into a little bits, okay? So we're gonna add our 4 cups of strawberries. Get all the good juicy bits. And then we're gonna add our 4 cups of sugar and our 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed lemons. And that's it. We're gonna bring this to a boil and follow the instructions. So you can see we're at a nice rolling boil. So we're gonna leave it at this rolling boil for 10 minutes about, and then we'll check the temperature. We're shooting for 220, something like 218, 220, and then it'll be ready for canning. We're just gonna scrape the foam off the top because that's yucky. You don't want that in your jam. It tastes a bit bitter, and your jam won't come out looking like a jewel, which it needs to. So just keep scraping and putting the foam in your bowl. Grab our jar. We have our handy dandy collar. The foam has been removed from the jam. So we're just gonna fill this jar to within a 1/4 inch up the top. And you can see it's not cloudy at all. It's just nice and pretty. So we are going to cloth, just gonna clean the top, grab our lid, put it on top, grab a collar that was in the oven. Just hand tight, straight into the canning bath. It's not gonna hurt it at all. So our canning bath, we're going to do 10 minutes of this boiling. So you just leave a couple inches, or leave an inch between, just so that the jars don't touch. The water should be an inch or 2 above the jars. And we'll just fill our other probably 2 to 3 jars. So we've got 4 jars in there. That's all it did. So we'll put the lid on and boil that for 10 minutes. So as we're putting these down, you'll see there's a little bit of liquid left in the top from the canning bath, a little bit of water left on top. Don't worry about that, that will evaporate. And they've already started popping. I don't know if you heard that, tink, tink. That's the sign of a good seal. So you're going to leave these here undisturbed for 12 to 24 hours. My suggestion is to make a cute sticker. I have round ones that go on top of the lid and have our sunflower logo on there.
and we list the ingredients and the date. And you typically for canning, you want to use it within a year. We have no problems doing that. Okay, so we're just gonna label these jams are done now. So I just take the collar. The collar is not meant to hold the lid on so much. This will stay sealed. You don't even need a collar, but I put the label on and then I just put the collar very lightly on top. That's it. I like to have the collar because some people throw away the collar, like put it off to the side, but I prefer to keep the collar because when you put this in the fridge, you need the collar to hold the lid back on. With the foam that you cleared out of there, you can move that foam and see the jam. That's jam. So now what I do is I take the foam off here and keep the jam. Just put that in your fridge.